In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, you guys. I know. Y'all miss me. I miss y'all too, man. Welcome to the Royal Mike broadcast. It is your boy, your truly, Mr. Boy, Mr. Zachery Williams, aka Mr. Zach Attack. Those who know it, man. It's good to be here again with you guys, man. Today has been a long day, but we are here ready. I am ready to talk to y'all. So today I have a special guest. She is joining me. She's my sister. She's my Sarah Zeta Phi Beta. Let's welcome Michelle. Come on, Michelle. Let's get on here.
Hello, Z5
Hi.
in the house.
Girl, how are you doing today?
Woo! It's been a Monday. This Monday has been Mondaying, okay? This see, getting the turn together. Trying to make your dog outside. Trying to make sure everybody listening to their mama. It just handling business. I had to contact vendors today. I've been
Ooh,
doing the thing.
girl, you been saying
But nothing but
busy.
a chicken wing, okay? Don't get done.
So my first question for you before we dive right in, my listeners, my lookers, my audience, want to tell us about yourself. Those who don't know you.
Oh, well, first of all, as you already mentioned, I'm a member of the most fabulous D9 organization that has ever been created. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, okay? That's first and foremost, okay? Second of all, I am a mom. I am a child of God. I'm a
Amen.
visionary. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an insurance agent, okay? My insurance company is called Cornerstone Wealth Advisory and Insurance Services. I assist with life insurance, Medicare, first timers, and those already on Medicare, and I also help with investments. And I'm a single mama of four beautiful children, two boys and two girls, and three teenagers.
Said she single
so,
regular mango. That's what she said.
so anyway, but yes,
Girl. Thank you
take a
first of
stepdaddy
all.
applications, and you better
Yeah,
get
okay.
correct.
Well,
Okay,
I just want to say thank you for taking the time out your schedule and coming on my broadcast, the Royal
no
Monk broadcast.
problem.
As everybody be themselves and we talk about real conversations. So today we are going to talk about, self-care, self-love. I'm
Mm.
gonna start off with an icebreaker for you, right? All right. So when
Ooh,
you
child.
hear
Let me
so
get
when
ready.
you
Let me get some water. Hold on, let me get some water. Hold on. Okay,
hear so
I think
when
I'm ready.
so when people hear about the phase of self-care, they always think about, a spa day. But
Mm.
when you hear it, what it comes to your mind at first?
Self care, the first thing about is rest
Mm,
because my thing is rest isn't always laying down prostrate, which is laying flat, feet propped up with the pillows and your little cucumber slices on your eyes. It's
what?
resting to make sure are things getting done? Are things being handled? And sometimes that rest can incorporate resting your mind, not just your body, but your mind as well. It could be something as small as journaling, to have a
Mhm.
quiet moment to yourself, listen to your ratchet music, or
Not
spa
ratchet.
music, whatever you gospel
Ratchet.
music, whatever music you choose. But just make sure that's the first thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking about self care is rest.
I think for me, I think of self-care. I think of I say I say love.
Why love?
I think because you have to love yourself, Like for me, like
Self
my
love. Okay,
self love,
okay,
like
okay.
self love is definitely where it's that self care. Cause who gonna
Right.
care about you besides
Mm.
you?
And if you don't love yourself, who will love you? You
You,
can't expect somebody else to love you if you don't love yourself, right? I feel you. I was making
yes,
sure
I
you you got it. You
know
got it.
it. So when did you first realize self care has been a deep importance to you, better than bubble
Woo.
bath and vacation?
Mm. Let me get myself together because hold on, I need some more water. Hold on, I need some more. I'm about to. I realized how important self care was when I was going through my divorce.
Mm,
Let's just be real.
okay.
Because I realized after being a mom for so long, a wife for so long, and wearing those hats and putting them before my health, to where my doctor was saying you have ulcers, you're losing hair, you're losing skin, your teeth is hurting, all this stuff going on. It was stress induced. That was my bottom and my valley experience to realize how important self care is. So now my self care is getting my nails done, going for a walk at the gym or
Mhm.
around the neighborhood, making sure I have moments throughout the day and throughout the week that I have that self care. And when I realize I don't have that self care, I start to stress a little bit. I feel tension in my face, in my neck. I'm looking for physical markers to say, hey, when's the last time I rested? Okay. And it's just that was the biggest thing I realized, that I was not taking care of myself. When my doctors were telling me straight up, hey, we don't know what's going on in your life right now, but if you don't stop whatever's happening to you and take care of yourself,
Mhm.
then you're gonna die, and you're gonna die out just like this because of stress. And what they didn't realize is I was going through a divorce. What they didn't realize is I have a chronic illness for over 28 years, well, almost 28 years now. I have Crohn's disease. That requires medications and also self care. But all of that, again, to be a wife and mother, I put everything on the back burner. I didn't know how to balance time for me and time as a mom and other titles that I have in my life. I didn't know how to do that. So through that experience, I've learned if I don't take care of myself, and even more recently, like I felt that burnout feeling like throughout the
Mhm.
summer, because I have one kid doing football. I have so many things going on at different levels with my business, my the entrepreneur mode, getting that mode sometimes, and not knowing how to take that
Definitely.
hat off all the time.
Tell
So
me about it.
excuse me, yeah, it's like I feel this again, and also with my health, trying to balance out, new medications and these tests they want to do, and it's just a lot. But I have to make sure and make a priority consciously, or it's going to be on the back burner again, and I can't go through that again.
I think with me, what self care is, I think because you know me, I'm always on boom, 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 boom. Like even my friends, my family, my spouse, they always tell me, when you going to relax, when you going to do for you. And I take certain things off, like, oh, I do nothing. The answer is no, no, thank you. I'm not going nowhere. Um, Listen, I got my wine. Listen, when I'm at home, I don't want nobody to bother me. Like my man understand, like, yo, I'm gonna talk at the moment. Just give me this time frame, just to and just what's up.
Literally, just give me a few minutes. It don't gotta be all day. I still love you and care for you, baby, but you gonna give me a few minutes for myself to realize I have to touch base with myself and be in tune with myself for a few minutes, because it's been a crazy day. There's stressors in life on everybody. Everyone has their
Mhm.
stressors. They're different for different people. Everybody can get stressed over different things differently. You may be stressed for some person, maybe a trigger for somebody else, and you gotta always
Mhm.
be conscious of that. And if you don't take that time for yourself, who gonna do it? You
That's
want to be checking out of the hospital. Oh, I can take a break, but then it's too late. Sometimes you can't retract on certain things. You know what I'm saying? So you better take that time, baby. And if it's
exactly, man.
planned,
Listen, if you don't land, it's like, how can you function in life? Like you said, you are a mom, you're a business owner, you slash entrepreneur. Over here, I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm a broadcast, and I'm in school, and I have a relationship. I don't have kids, but I have different, I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Other things I need to maintain. So how do you teach your kids self care? Football practice, school, doing different organization, being the children, being a child, having their brothers and sisters running around, as a mom. Like, how do you teach your children how to self care at the early age that they are right now?
communicate. We can't expect our kids to communicate with us
Mm.
effectively. We can't communicate with our kids effectively. So a lot of times it's mommy needs a break right now. Mommy is tired right now. I need a few minutes. Oh, I gotta. No. Mm-mm. Give me a few minutes. Mommy, give me about 5 or 6 minutes. Mommy will set my timer. I need a few minutes of quiet time, and then you can come on with the questions. Or, I may be sitting, have my quiet moment, and they may not know that, and bust them in the room. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh no,
Oh, no, no, no,
it's
no.
quiet time. Come back in about 10 minutes, and I got you. And if we don't communicate with our kids, know that it's appropriate to ask for. It's okay to ask for and communicate that with our children. How they gonna know how to do it? And I'm not screaming. I'm not hollering. I'm talking. Hey, it's quiet time. And
So
when my kids were much younger, I
Mm-hmm.
would say, "Oh, it's quiet time, but it's light outside, mommy. Oh, it's time to go on your bed for some rest for a little while. But mommy, it's look, they look outside like this. But mommy, yes." Because sometimes when you feel your fuse being lit on both ends, and you want to blow out on your kid, and you don't want to show them that part of you because you may have
Mm-hmm.
seen different things through your childhood or through other experiences that may be traumatic for you. You don't want to be and you call your kids A, B, C, A to Z.
See,
You want you they see
tell me.
about your nose and your ears, and they know it's you better tell them kids to go to bed. It's quiet time for 15 minutes. Y'all been arguing all day. I suggest y'all go to your rooms and
Mm-mm.
go to the,
Mm.
and I
So,
do just like that.
so having kids, self kids also, call boundaries, you know,
Mm.
because a lot of people, again, I always speak this a lot. I spoke this on, the Royal Broadcast, just a black canvas, and I had just the two of us on broadcast. You know, boundaries is always important. Boundaries always, that self love. Boundary is always, that self care. So how do you, how can I say that? How do you handle boundaries with, a family member, friends, at
I
work,
have to
different.
learn that if they really would care, they would reach out. Honestly, I
Mm,
can't always reach out to people because sometimes my mind may forget, or I'm like, I need some time to myself. Most of the summer, I didn't really reach out to a lot of people this summertime. This summer, like I didn't do a lot of vacations with my kids, running around with my kids. We went to the beach a few times. That was it. My goal this summer was to rest and heal because I had a lot of medical things going on as well. And then when I could, I would balance the work, add the work, workload in there as well. But the biggest thing with boundaries is I'm gonna do what I can when I can. I can't do for everybody, and if I can't, I'm gonna tell you no. And I don't have to explain what my no is and why I'm saying no. I can say just as respectfully, no, thank you, and going about my business. You're not gonna add more to my plate because your plate is full, and you want to add to. Oh no, no, no,
no,
nope,
no.
not doing that, baby. Then I can say just as nice as I did. I don't have to get an attitude. I'm not gonna get nasty with you, but no is my no, and my boundary is my boundary. I don't have to explain that to you, and I've learned that just like the past like year or two. If I say no, 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 some kids will say, "Well, why? But why?" Sometimes you can't always answer why. Because I said so. And
Exactly.
in a moment when I have more time on my hands to explain that to you out of that moment, whatever that necessary moment is, I can break it down for you. But in this moment, the answer is no, and that's it. And that's with friends, children, whatever.
I think a lot of people don't understand the word no because it's definitely they want listen, they want a explanation after no. And I think for me, I have learned even with this year, I have not been out. I would say I've been outside for certain things.
Right.
I haven't, like, when people book me for certain things, I'm like, what if I'm gaining off of this?
Right.
I'm like, no, you just been using me because I'm me. No, the answer is no. Why you can't do this or why you can't? I don't have to give you that answer.
I'm not able to at this time. I pray you find someone to fill that spot that you need me to fill. Have a blessed day.
Exactly. Like it rubs me the wrong way, and it rubs some of my friends' reflection like they want to answer right then. Me as an individual person, I don't have to. I'm not obligated to give you that answer.
That part. That part. I'm not obligated to tell you anything. No is no. I apologize. You feel some kind of way. You want me to show up to the event or do A B C X Y Z, but it's not. And I'm not able to do that. And I'm sorry I disappointed you, but I cannot be there for everybody. I can't be there for myself. And sometimes, like I hate to say no to people. I'm always the one to try to go and go to everybody's events and support everybody. But sometimes God shows me I need to slow my happy self down and
Mm,
just be still. Peace, be still. Psalms 46:1. It says be still so many times in the Bible, but how many times we have to actually operate in that be still
we don't.
moment?
We
Be
don't.
still and listen. Be still and know. Know what? Know who you are. Know how to say no.
So my next question is for you. Have you ever felt guilty for putting yourself first, and how did you handle it?
Yes. Again, like the biggest. issue I had with like self care and boundaries was when I was going through my divorce, and a
Mm,
lot of times that was I realized I had to say no more often, and a lot of time I felt guilty because I'm like I couldn't be there for everybody to do this. I don't feel like I was not in the mental capacity to go in people's face and kiki ha ha if how else I was going through. Even then, a lot of stuff I was going through was real private, so I'm not going to broadcast what I'm going through in the streets. Some people try to say, "Well, what's going on with you?" Nothing. I can't
okay.
go. But that really hurt me and it kind of bothered me because I hated showing people out, but for my mental health, talk
Mm,
about things that are traumatic for you and to you over and 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 over again. It's not healthy. Mental health professionals say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the hardest part for me was saying no. And even when my kids were much younger, they wanted to go, excuse me, this party, that party, this event, that event. Sometimes I couldn't just do it. I had to tell them no. They cried and boo-hooing and mommy, I love you. I'm still your mama. I still love you. You could be upset. You could have your emotion. But I have to say no at this time. And it just eventually you get more used to it. I
you
have four,
do.
so eventually you start getting good at saying no. 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 Mama,
No,
I ain't what you was gonna
no,
say. No.
no.
Just like that. Be
I think for
no.
me growing up, I think I didn't had another. It wasn't a lot of no's for me. I think it was a lot of I can see what I can do. I can see what I can do, and eventually, you tell that child not to get your hopes up, but not to get your hopes up. It's like it's mid level, and I learned that you know a lot of people are scared to tell me no when I was little because like it hurt my feelings. But now you tell me no, cool, cool, because I respect that. I respect your boundaries.
Right.
And I respect you as a person being upfront with me. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't come. Because back then, for me, I always expected a lot of people be like, "Why did not come in?" I always been like down, like
Right.
I expected so much people to do certain things, but reality kicked in like sometimes they can't do what they can't do,
Right.
and sometimes they can't show up how you want them to show up.
That's right.
Sometimes they have to show up for their own self. They don't even know how to do that.
Exactly. Some people really do not. And you can tell by their self care. You ain't brush your teeth, brush your hair, get your hair washed, and wash your tail. And how long? And one of the things I be saying, one of my little quotes I be saying is, especially on TikTok and on little social media pages, if y'all follow, I say, I'm going to mind my business, brush my teeth with my deodorant, and drink my water. Just like that. I got enough to worry about. You want me to worry about you too? No, ma'am. No, sir. Not
So,
today.
let's switch a little bit, switch more about it. You say you're an entrepreneur. Let's talk about your business. Real quick. Let's talk about health insurance. Why it's important to have health insurance because pretty much self care and self love is always have to do with that. Will come down to family members and have a certain thing having this honest conversation with them. So let's talk about it for a minute.
Okay. Well, for me, I specialize in Medicare more for health insurance for seniors who are around 65 or have a disability and are able to get Medicare, right? So it's basically the same thing for people who are younger. If you care about yourself and love yourself, go to the doctor on a regular basis. Don't be fearful of the doctors. I know some people have trauma when it comes to doctors, but if you do basic maintenance, that helps curb a lot of things that go on with your body. If you know there's something hereditary in your family, diabetes, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, it would be wise to use wisdom to get these things checked out regularly so you can have preventative measures in place. If you brush your teeth, I may joke about that, but if you honestly, my great great grandmother, great great aunt, excuse me, used to say, take care of your teeth, your eyes, your ears, and your feet. With eyes, you got to be able to see. You can't have a good prescription. I need a new one now. If you got a good prescription, excuse me, Gary auntie, but you can't see right. If you can take care of your teeth, by the time you're old, you ain't got no teeth in your mouth. And also, a lot of bacteria, a lot of heart infections can come
Mm-hmm.
and blood infection can come out of sores and lesions in your mouth. You not taking care of your hearing. How you gonna hear what's going on if you can't you know what I'm saying? Got that situated. Also, when it comes down to taking care of your feet, how many people with diabetes are told to be extra cautious of what's going on with their feet?
They
A
don't.
lot, right? A lot right now that I deal with, like with seniors, especially those who are African American, deal with heart issues,
Mm-hmm.
deal with diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular issues. Hey, it's Avoid Rice, Z5. Anyway, so I saw that blue. I said, oh. Anyway, but that's the biggest thing that I'm dealing with, and not just our elderly black, our elders of the family, but also the Caucasian individuals. They deal more with uh, um mental health issues
Mhm.
sometimes. Not saying every white person or every black person deals with these things, but things I see prevalent in a home. Another big thing I see with seniors is loneliness. Y'all, self care isn't about abandoning granny and grandpa. Now, I understand generational trauma, etc. But sometimes all they want is you to pop up real quick and say hello. I don't look like half my clients. I make sure you on my mind. If God puts you on my heart, and my mind, I want to pop up. And
Mhm.
right now, loneliness is one of the biggest killers of seniors right now. They're
Do,
neglecting themselves. They don't care.
do,
And God
mhm.
bless those who have cats and puppies. At least they feel like some reason to live for. You know what I'm saying? But any preventative anything as far as your health is important. I don't care what age you are. If you have an issue, get it taken care of. It's what you see on TV and what's on popular right now, pimple popper and all that stuff. They got lesions and cancerous bulbous things all across their body from top to bottom and not get things taken care of. I had this lump on my back for 7 years. I had this lump on my hip for 27 for 7 and 27 years, and that thing jangling and dangling, and you have to go to the doctor, baby.
B.
Could it be me?
B.
As soon as I feel a
Could
little
it
boop,
be?
is this a?
Could
What
it be?
is this a? I'm going to the doctor.
See, but a lot of people scared. You know what? I think a lot of people are scared of the results.
That has to be what it is, the fear. But if you get one that's minute, by the time it gets bigger, what if it really is cancer? And that thing's put across your whole daggone body. And it's been 10, 20 years now, baby, it's too late. But if they caught it when it was preventative, when it was small, when you first got that thing checked out, you know what I'm saying?
A lot
Like,
of
come
people.
on now.
A lot of
But
people.
it got to be fear, baby.
It gotta be.
600
Cause
pound life?
who? Me. Who I'm not listen, I am a true believer, man, in going to the doctor. I am a true believer. I'm telling you, this wasn't here. I'm telling you. I am a true listen, if anybody have what go through my social media back in the day, you have
Mm-hmm.
seen if you have seen my teeth, it
Mm-hmm.
was horrible. But I took the first step. I took the first step and got it fixed. A lot of people are just scared to take that first step. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you get these test
Fear. I
results.
met one guy, he was 58 years old, trying to holler at me, baby. That's a whole other conversation. But one thing about it, he had trauma from his teenage years by getting his teeth done.
Ooh,
This man's teeth was rotten in his mouth, and he talking about he's scared to go to, he want to get a whole new set of teeth. But you know how much a whole new set of teeth costs? For one, I got a hole in one side of my mouth. That thing costs $5,000 for one tooth. Imagine a whole set of 32.
girl, that's same.
Okay.
And that's not including you have insurance.
That's not including pain. That's not including the injections, putting you to sleep, every tooth being replaced and pulled out and put back together. Baby, bye.
Maybe listen,
Goodbye.
people need to go. Like I'm telling you, because I just don't understand. You sit here. I understand, health. A lot
Right.
of people don't have a health insurance and stuff like that. But baby, you go to the hospital, they have to check you out. They have to. Doctor office, it's a
Right.
different
Right.
point.
But
Especially,
there's even free health clinics out right now. You have to do your research and do your homework. But there's free health clinics that can help you out right now for either for absolutely free or for a minuscule, minute price. And here in the low country, there's a clinic in Somerville that will meet on a regular basis at a local church. I think it's called Healing Hands Ministry, if I'm not mistaken. They
mhm.
will meet on a regular basis and do basic little overcheck of your body. They have free dental clinics there as well. If you guys want to get the tooth pulled, make sure it's the right one, but get the tooth pulled. Don't be snagging tooth with just my face. I'm gonna ask questions.
Mm-mm. But it's very important, man. It's very important. I don't know, because again, a fear is mentally. It's
Yeah.
like trauma. Like people don't like, yo, if you have this fear, because I get it. I hear these stories. I definitely hear these stories of doctors do take advantage of patients when they
Yeah.
at their low point. But that's not every doctor. That's not
Right.
every doctor.
And then you got to do your research. If you think your doctor is a scalawag and you have insurance or not, find one that you trust. Find a reputable doctor that you like and you trust. If you want one that look like you, I don't care what skin color you have. Find one that look like you. If you don't want to look like you, if you want a female, if you want a male doctor, you what your issue is. Request what you would like, but make sure you get out of that fear and get your check, because God forbid something happened to you. You have children depending on you, a spouse depending on you, family depending on you, and you being selfish. Oh, I ain't got time. I got time. I got to work these hours. I want to put that check in. Whatever. That's, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And some people are so fearful when they got chest pains or side pains or something they think may go on, because they're so fearful. But at the same time, you have to use that fear to scare you to get right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you know you gotta lose some weight and quit eating them beanies and weenies and eat them fat back and pork back and them fat rinds and then ice cream for dinner, then you need to start doing that.
But the thing is,
Moderation.
see, and the thing is, honesty, honesty, right? You want to lose, and I'm on this weight loss journey. I'm
Me
tell you,
too.
I
I
was
lost 15 pounds.
listen, listen. I was big, but your boy looking kind of a little thick. But the thing is, like, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, you have to
Hmm.
be honest with yourself. Like I said, if you look at my social media way back in my college years, these was not like this. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
until I've been realistic, and be like, yo, my teeth look messed up. I want to say the other word, but my teeth look messed up. No, especially nobody would date no person with no messed up teeth. Like, it's not self care. Like, you're not taking care of yourself, and
Right.
that tells a lot. And shout out to my doctor Trevor, because Trevor's one of the girls, and he really be honest with you. It's like, you know, you ain't supposed to be doing that. You know you ain't supposed to be doing that. This and that.
Right.
But shout out to Trevor, man. Like, real quick. So my next question for you, right, is you see,
I be getting nervous when you the question. I'm like, oh, let me look. I'll be like, hold up. I'll be like, hold up. What's the next question? A B C D E F
so,
G. Wait.
so how do you self evaluate yourself? Every single day.
Like I said, I do like about how I feel. So sometimes I'm feeling kind of down. Let me
Hmm.
go for a walk. Let me have a little time to myself. Let me listen to my music. I like to listen. I listen to a wide variety of music. If I, like I said before, if I feel the tension in my body in certain places, even now, when have I had a bowl bath? You know what I'm saying? I check myself. And sometimes even today, like my goal is today is just to get to the gym for 30 minutes. Like after I'm done, my clothes are already in the car, 'cause I know how I get. Um, so my goal is to get to the gym for at least 30 minutes. Get on the trip and go. And every time I say, even when I say I had to trick myself, say just go for 10 minutes. Just get to the door. And now there's a Planet Fitness at my house, 2 miles away instead of 4 miles away. So I had no excuse. But my find one though if I ain't want to go. But my goal is to go today. So with with my self care, I know that I go, even though I have a busy day and I'm exhausted. I know if I go for 30 minutes to an hour, I'm gonna feel so much better, and I'm gonna sleep real good. Because versus sleep, work out in the morning, you help pep your day up. But at night, I've learned with me, do not work out at night. Even 30 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Even an hour or two. I get caught up. I stay for an hour or two. The kids home, they safe, they good. They with my grandparents, they good. But if I get at the gym at night, I sleep so much better at night. And sometimes I know my self cares also need to be more work or receive more work when I can't get sleep at night. What's on my mind? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I had to check myself. So it's like, I've listened to my body. My body's hurt in certain areas. Bubble bath, walk, music. There's different things I do. Sometimes I get my nails done. Match my shirt today. But I do different things for me to de-stress.
I think for me, nah, I think for a lot of my people who's listening, who's watching, so I have a one-on-one conversation with God. Like,
Mm,
that's very what we if we like we here. We like this. We like
he's
this.
my homie. Hmm.
Like, that's definitely where I definitely feel like I can always talk to somebody who doesn't judge me. Even though he listening. I might not want you know, the the end results what I want. But God knows what's best for me, and God knows what's best for anybody who believes in God, anybody who believes
Right.
in what they believe in.
Right.
But that's a part of my self care. So my last question is for you, Miss Ma'am. Like, what advice can you give somebody on self care, self love, or anything on the spectrum?
The biggest thing I would hit home after our discussion on today is love yourself first, treat yourself well, and find things. It doesn't have to be money related, but find things, 3, 4 things that you enjoy doing that helps relax you. I don't care if it's blowing bubbles, coloring
Mm-hmm.
a coloring book, going for a walk, journaling, meditation. on God's word or outside in the peaceful nature. If you like peaceful nature, so that's my biggest thing. Would find something that you like to do, at least 2 to 3 things, and seek to do those things on a regular basis to lower your stress levels and take care and love on you.
Okay, and how can people find you on social media, Facebook, TikTok, everything else, your business?
Okay, well, on TikTok, Shelly Willie Pooh coming at you. No, I'm playing. Shelly Willie Pooh on TikTok. Now TikTok is my thing to relax. I cut over on TikTok. I'm cooking. I'm talking. I'm going live. I'm enjoying life. I'm having stuff about Crohn's disease. I talk about life, chronic illnesses. I talk about cooking, relationships, everything is on social media on there. Facebook is my professional. I do a little goofy stuff on there, but more professional. Michelle Rankin on Facebook, on TikTok, Shelly Willie Pooh. I'm also other forums, but those are the two main ones I use for right now. So that's what you have. Oh, and also on Insta. Insta, I'm not on there as much as I am my TikTok, but TikTok I cut up. So if you want to cut, I'm gonna get a good laugh. TikTok.
That's it, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for sitting down with me. Listen, I love
Yes.
you. You know, you are definitely my girl. You are definitely my friend. You are definitely one of the people I have this real conversation with, man. It's a lot of conversation that a lot of real people can't have.
Right.
Uh,
And I'm real
thank-
with it. I'm always real. I'm gonna stay real. And
always.
sometimes I will look too blunt in the situation. But I'm gonna always be real now. I'm always gonna be real.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It is your boy, Mr. Zachary Williams, and welcome to the Royal Mic. And I hope you have a great night, man. Tune in me next time. See y'all later.
Mm, mm,
Mm,
mm,
mm,
mm,
mm,
mm.
mm, 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 mm.
You
I
so-
I take